What is the flow? This is the most important question of all questions, the mother of all questions, the mothership. What is the flow? The flow of life, which is our life essence, the energy that flows through everything, and is the foundation of all life. We experience this flow when all experiences get to come and go. Good and bad, when we allow ourselves to feel the feelings associated with those experiences and not hold on to some or resist others, then we're experiencing flow, then we're in the flow. You may have experienced this in perhaps in sports or other activities where you become kind of thoughtless and you're so in it and you're in the zone that you stop thinking really. And that is the best example and a clue to the state that we need to be in order to experience that flow. Because the one thing that interrupts the flow is our reaction, our reactivity to our experiences. More specifically, to the feelings those experiences evoke in us. And there are those feelings that we resist because they're unpleasant and we don't like them and they trigger us. Well, this resistance is what keeps those feelings stuck and is what interrupts the flow. And likewise, the things that we do like, the pleasant feelings, ooh, I like that, I want more of that. We cling to those feelings, and yet again, we interrupt the flow. It's our reactivity to feeling sensations that interjects the natural coming and going of life, the flow of life. And that's the source of all of our problems, all of our suffering, all of our misery, all of our illness, because we interrupt that flow that at its foundation is so healthy, and there's infinite freedom in it. There's permanent peace in it. There's permanent joy, permanent happiness, all the good stuff, abundance. It all flows because we're not attached to the individual feelings anymore. If we're just clinging to the ones we like, then we're cutting ourselves off from more abundance, more feelings coming through. And if we resist the ones we don't like, then we get stuck in that resistant negative place, and we also prevent more feelings and more abundance and more experiences coming through, because ultimately it's the experiencing that is the essence of feeling alive and not the individual things around us. If we attach ourselves to those individual things, then life is a roller coaster. It's up and down. We try to control it, and it can't be controlled because life keeps moving and life keeps changing. And that's when we get frustrated and we create plans and we try to implement those plans. But ultimately, we wound up living for outcomes. We're never really present and experiencing our feelings. Now you can see it just goes on and on and on. And then the years go by and you feel like you haven't lived. And so it's all about experiencing the sensations as they come through us, but not clinging to the pleasant ones or resisting the unpleasant ones. Ultimately, feelings are feelings, and they have to be able to move through us to make room for more and for more of that peace and that permanent joy. There's a permanent joy in letting things flow. So, as always, the foundation is being in your body. What part of us reacts? Well, it's the mind. It's the headspace again, right? Because it judges things. It judges everything as good or bad, right or wrong, I like or I dislike, I agree with, I disagree with. Everything that comes along, every experience, the mind likes to judge things and analyze things because that's what it does. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just how it operates. So if we live life through that mental lens, then that's the result, is that we judge things, and through that judging is things get stuck, and then we get stuck, and our life energy and the life force stops to flow. So the solution, as always, is to come out of that headspace. It uses the mind for the things it's designed for, analytics skills, planning, organizational matters. It's great for that kind of stuff, but it's not great for predicting the future. The future does not need to be predicted. It needs to be allowed to unfold. And so to allow it to unfold is to experience the unfolding, to experience yourself unfolding. And that is really the joy of life. And that's where permanent happiness can be found. So I hope that helped. Thank you for all the hearts. Very, very gracious and grateful for all of them. And if there's any questions, there's a little thing at the bottom that you can submit that I see now, and people can reach me that way, or obviously through my website and other accounts. So thank you again. As always, be happy, be free, be you.